Oh, I didn't get. Is that a camshaft over there, or are you just happy to see me? All right, hey Jacob, what you got going on here, dude?
This is the panel for our chassis harness test panel.
This thing down here?
That thing down there, yeah.
I'm getting a wicked glare off the overhead light there. So what does it do? Or what will it do? What's the plan, man?
The plan is to, a lot of people haven't seen these Eaton fuse boxes. Sorry, 5 relays and 10 fuses. And we're going to wire that up so you can basically demonstrate how you can create a complete chassis harness out of it. It'll have headlight, all of your functions will work. Your headlights, your blinkers, your turn signals, hazards, high beams, low beams, all that type of stuff.
So you're saying basically this is an imaginary car?
That's an imaginary car. Yeah, that'd be the front.
This looks like my first Pine Derby car.
Soapbox Derby?
Yeah, it was pretty bad, you know.
So we're going to do this with dual filament bulbs, which are pretty common. It's going to be the dual filament LED bulbs. So this can still be wired to use standard bulbs. However, these are all dual filament. So your brake light, your tail light, and your blinker is all on one bulb. Park and turn are one bulb in the front, high beams and low beams. You're going to set it up with a key switch. So we'll have ignition power. You'll have 12 volt switch power. You'll have everything just as if it's a car. So if someone were to set this up, it should basically be able to follow step by step how to terminate one of these boxes. These boxes are about $35, so they're really cheap when you get pins with it and everything else.
They're made by Eaton too, right?
Eaton, yeah, they're Eaton Bussmann boxes. Nice. is what they're called. Yeah, they're sealed. Yeah. They come in different configurations. So this one is unbussed on the back. You can get them bussed on pin 86 for the relays, or you can get them bussed on one side for the fuses. And they're really easy. It's not very difficult to put them together.
So we're basically showing them how to wire your ancillaries on a car, and you know, not necessarily the fuel pumps or the engine stuff, but your lights, horns, and then how to use this relay box to make all that happen.
Yeah, I think a lot of people they're fairly confident in fuel pumps and fans. That's very simple, you know. When you start getting into multiple circuits and different circuits that operate more than one function, such as brake lights, how do you make your brake lights, your tail lights, and your blinkers all work?
I know, I look at the factory stuff, even on my old Pontiac, and it just makes my head spin. I think that you'd be better off actually just to rip it all out and do something like this, where you know exactly what it is, as opposed to that
I wanted
crazy
to do that
old...
in Phoenix.
Why don't you flip it over and kind of show us the quick, like, what you got going on the backside. Everybody, all real men like to see the backside. All right. So we got flipped over right now here, guys, and just this is just the wiring we've got going on so far. We're going to finish this guy up.
Yeah, all we've done so far is basically bring all the grounds together, run the high beams and low beams together. This is just, instead of putting an actual horn in, it's just going to be a light to signal that the horn's on. 3-position headlight switch, so you got headlights and park lights in one switch. All this stuff is super easy, and we should hopefully be wrapping it up by the end of the week, get it functional.